Oh,
Hello, hello. How are you?
how are you?
You guys, I have just so enjoyed working with Dr. Taylor. Dr. Taylor, can you tell everybody a little bit about your business and what interested you in cannonballing into LinkedIn not too long ago?
Right. Yeah, it was a couple months ago. I was on a masterclass just like this. I actually had to binge it because I learned about it late and I was like, wait, I need to consume all of this. My name is Dr. Taylor Day. I am a licensed child psychologist as well as a parental mindset coach, and I specialize working in families with autistic children. So I use what is called the whole family approach to really not only support the child and get them the skills that they need and focus on improving quality of life, but also in the process supporting the entire family system that is around them. So supporting parents with their own well-being, talking with siblings as well about their experiences. Because I realized, being a psychologist, I've been in this kind of area of autism for over a decade. I saw a need. And before I launched my own business, I was in research. So I was in academia until August of last year. And then I watched the masterclass in September, and I just kept hearing about LinkedIn. But when I say I had zero presence on LinkedIn, I literally had zero presence on LinkedIn. It was from scratch, brand new account. And so I sat through this, and Melissa really, knows how to talk about leveraging LinkedIn. And I saw the opportunity. But I will say, and I just want to say this real quick, Melissa, I wasn't sure after this masterclass with then going into the academy, it was like, oh, is it going to feel like a rinse and repeat? Like, did I learn everything? And I will say, being in the academy, not only is there so much to learn, but I think the biggest value add is the access that you get to Melissa and her team. I have shown my profile so many times, and I'm like, give me feedback, help me make this better. And the version that you see today is 1,000% because of Melissa and her team.
Aw, you are so sweet. Well, thank you. Well, we love, you know what? You guys make the community, right? You guys give each other feedback as you're learning and as you're going. I love that. Well, let me ask you this. What made you decide LinkedIn needed to be your jam? Because were you hustling on Instagram? Like, where were you before LinkedIn? And what made you decide, okay, I need to be on LinkedIn?
Yeah, and to be truthful, I still am on these platforms. Like I
Yep.
have a pretty multi-platform presence.
Yep.
But yes, I was on Instagram, on TikTok, always kind of being like, what's hot, what's right now. And I just feel like the stability of LinkedIn for one was appealing to me, that it's not about trends taking off. But I also like it's genius, right? All of these people are on LinkedIn for the purpose of like career building. And that's why I always thought it wasn't my place. Academia, when like I was on that side, we didn't really leverage LinkedIn. And so I didn't know much about it. But then transitioning to owning my own business, I was like, I would have never thought that there was something. And I don't honestly remember why I started searching LinkedIn, but I will tell y'all how I found Melissa is I literally went to Instagram, searched LinkedIn, and she popped up and then found her masterclass and was like, I need in. Like, and that's why I had to binge it. And I don't remember why. Maybe I think a friend had mentioned something about the potential. But I also just think it's not only for finding potential clients. But the biggest thing that I'm learning through the academy is the use of networking, right? Connecting with like-minded people that then may be working with parents of autistic children. For example, thinking about schools or preschools, like private schools in particular, like Do they have that community already there? Thinking about connecting with pediatricians, right? Yes, I could go locally from place to place, but the reality is my business is across the country. As a licensed psychologist, I'm actually right now able to practice in 35 states because of a compact. And so local marketing of me going to pediatrician isn't going to be the most effective. Me going from pediatrician to pediatrician on LinkedIn, that is effective because once one pediatrician starts engaging, then their network is going to see my content as well. And so the LinkedIn algorithm is very, very unique compared to other platforms. So that was a big turning point for me, understanding that as well.
So good. So good. Thank you so much for sharing that. Well, I know these guys want to know, like, they're just in day 2, they're green, but maybe can you share like maybe a win or what's working for you on the LinkedIn platform, especially for how many, share with us in the chat, are healthcare practitioners? How many of you are in the health and wellness space? How many of you are looking for high functioning, high performing females? How many of you are in the child psychology space? Let us know. Yeah, look at all this.
Look at this. Yeah.
Yes.
Incredible. And I'm going to just say this, healthcare is changing. The way that healthcare is being done, I think there is so much opportunity. So I launched a concierge private practice. So this isn't like your standard run of the mill private practice. Like it's high touch, high quality services. And so to answer your question, Melissa, is I think so I have been leveraging LinkedIn. I will say I haven't yet been super consistent in connections. Although I think I have something like 88 followers when I literally had zero, like literally zero. But one of the reasons that I haven't been consistent is the academy kind of helped me to take a step back and be like, wait a minute, how do I really want to present myself? What feels most important? I actually am part of a network marketing company as well. And that was one thing for me that I did really appreciate about Melissa. A lot of times you find people that are fully in network marketing and, teaching on that, or fully out of network marketing. And she's bridged the gap in both. So I felt comfortable coming in and sharing that. You will see if you were to go to my profile, I don't talk about the company, which is Saint. It's a makeup company that I'm partnered with. But because I got clarity in this process and because I really decided, the type of content and how I wanted to present myself, I will caveat, it is absolutely possible to, Melissa calls it multiple swim lanes, to have multiple swim lanes. For me and where I was in my business, gaining that clarity was super helpful. And so I feel like that iterative process of designing my profile actually helped me to gain clarity across my entire business. So yes, this is the LinkedIn Method Academy, and I'm taking so much more out of it than just about LinkedIn itself. And so I think that's been my biggest win to date. Like I'll be honest, I feel really confident about my LinkedIn profile. I'd love to connect with any of you, but I do. And that is because of the support that I receive within the Academy.
Oh, I love that. So Dr. Tay, definitely drop your LinkedIn URL down there so people can check out your profile. And I love that you said that. And that is a big question we get from a lot of people is I have multiple businesses. How do I do this? And what I will tell you is if you have multiple businesses, it may take you a month or two in our program through a lot of coaching and a lot of feedback and a lot of workshopping to get super, super clear on how you market them both, but you absolutely can. And I love that you brought that up. How many of you, share in the chat, have more than one business? And let us know in the chat, are they similar? And how many of you have businesses that are completely different, right? What I find is serial entrepreneurs are multifaceted, right? And so you absolutely can market yourself to both. And we talk a lot about that inside the Academy on our Monday strategic advisory calls where we get hot seats and we chat about it. So thank you so much for sharing, Dr. Tay. Anything else before we dive into some content with these guys?
Yeah, I literally, they asked me to come speak today and I was like, absolutely. I have no connection to this. I truly am just sharing from my perspective, what this has done for me. I actually had a little bit of a panic moment where I was like, oh my gosh, am I almost done with the academy? I do have 2 more months left. And I was like, it's time to crack down. It's time to go. Like, and but it truly is my experience that I'm sharing today. And I think that this academy can support you in so many ways. And it doesn't just feel like it is a course, it truly is a comprehensive support system. So I just wanted to say that. And also, if you know of any families that, are looking for support, they have an autistic child, they're concerned about autism. I have both my private practice and a coaching business. So those are my 2 businesses I do market on LinkedIn, and you'll see they're integrated pretty seamlessly on the platform. But if you have anyone, connect them with me. I have a free Facebook community and a free podcast, and I love just being able to serve families of autistic children. So
awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much. And my final words, that I just love what you said that I haven't really hit on, but it's really important that you guys hear this, is that LinkedIn, and Dr. Tay hit this beautifully, it's not just a direct lead gen platform to like instantly create a sale from posting content. It is about growing networks that are one introduction away from your next big sale, right? It's about how are you leveraging your networks and growing your networks. It's how I landed a huge corporate contract for over 100 grand. Right. And it wasn't from selling directly on the feed. It was through powers of networks on the platform. Right. So if some of you have historically thought about LinkedIn that way, absolutely. Many of you maybe have left corporate and are now consulting, and you're going back and pitching corporate for your wellness programs and the things that you're doing. Right. So thank you so much, Dr. Tay, for joining us in here today. And I'll see you inside the academy later this week, probably.
thank you for having